Alright, so I'm going to do the 222 challenge where I show you two books I'm excited to read, two books I'm scared to read, and two books I won't be getting to for a while. I already did the setup in my previous video, so let's go. So first up is two books I'm excited to read. Okay, so first up is Molly and the Minotaur by B. Gallo. Pause to read. This is part of my TBR this year. I came across this during my first book convention, Authors After Midnight. I met the author. She's super sweet. And this was like the only book she has. This is the special edition. And I have the matching tote to go for it. So I'm super excited to read. All right, so coming up next is Sally's Lament by Mary Mancusi. Now, you guys know that I am a Nightmare Before Christmas fanatic. I absolutely love NBC. I have pretty much almost anything NBC. I want it. I have it. Like, I have like a little wireless speaker. Like, I even have like my mouse pads that I have here. That's Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, my room, it's giving Halloween Shrine. And here is the blurb for this book. Pause to read. Now, the Twisted Tale series, it is a what if series. It mainly consists of Disney villains of like what if such and such happens. But in this case, for Sally's story, it is what if Sally was the first one to discover Christmas Town, and it will explain why she is so hesitant in the movie about Christmas entering Halloween Town. I bought this book last week, and this might be added into my TBR for this year. But anywho, up next, two books I'm scared to read. Haunting and Hunting Adeline. Fam, listen. Before I started Book Talk, I was an avid Wattpad reader and I read a lot of dark romances without even bothering to check the trigger warnings. So when I started Book Talk, I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead, do the same thing. Fam, intense. Book Talk was the reason why I started looking at the trigger warnings. I got this series originally thinking, okay, it's going to be light work, until I came across a video on TikTok talking about this, and I was like, what? I literally left a sticky note on book 2, Hunting Adeline, talking about skip the first half of the book. It's for the sake of our mental health. I mentioned it in the previous video. Originally, this series was going to be in my TBR for last year, but I chickened out. Solely because of the video that I discovered. But anywho, up next, two books I won't get to for a while. Let's go. Alright, so first up is All Her Men by Sienna Blake. Do you see the reason? To be fair though, this is 4 books in one, so in total it is 731 pages, and I am a slow reader. This would take me the full year. The full year. I did see bits and pieces about this book on TikTok, so I am excited to read it, but I'm low-key scared because this length is so intimidating. I might make this challenge in of itself, so next year. And last but certainly not least, and let me tell you, this last one comes with a story. So this one is Waltzing with Witches by Hazel Mack. But before I get to that, here is the blurb for the previous book that I just mentioned. Anywho, back to our regular scheduled program. Waltzing with Witches by Hazel Mack. I got this book at Authors After Midnight. Love the author. She was super sweet. And I was only able to get book 4. This is book 4 of an interconnected series. And the author recommends that you read the book all together or else you're not going to understand the later books. I was right there. I was literally at the table. It had all of the books, but I was too busy focusing on where was my mom so I can go ahead and meet up with her that I forgot to buy the rest of the book series when I found out that it was an interconnected series. And by the time I got in line, there was already a girl in front of me and she got the first 3 of the books. And I'm just like, no, that will forever haunt me. Why didn't I not get the rest of the series while I was there? I literally told my mom after the convention that I am going to buy the entire series plus the prints for my birthday. So I'm going to splurge.